Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Here in Texas, I'm having a beautiful day. A great morning, and I'm not a morning person. But it's a beautiful day, and I'm grateful that I'm here today. And I'm grateful that you're here today. In this video, I would like to talk about questions about Maui. I told you I was going to do some more videos on questions about Maui. And what I would like to talk about today is I question the DNA that the government wants from all the people, the family members on Maui. And they're saying they need it to identify the people that perished. I'm just kind of puzzled that they want everybody's DNA in the whole family. The siblings, the parents, there's a channel out there that, there's some stuff I know because I know people on Maui. I've been there on Maui, for 2 years I lived there. But there's like 2 channels that I watch. Actually, my sister-in-law told me about this channel, so I've been watching her. And I like to always try to have an open mind on any subject that I'm thinking about. But I really feel like I can trust these 2 channels. Because you do have to be careful what channel you watch to get information on whatever is going on. And one is Peggy Hall. She seems like she's doing her research and she has an open mind and she really digs deep in the research. But she did some research on the DNA. One, I'm right beside her by not trusting the FBI anyways when the FBI gets involved in something. And I find that a little strange because you don't know what they're actually doing with the DNA. So I just question that, just like she does. And she did research on DNA, and there's something about, even if they use someone's DNA, the parents say, it's only like 50%. I don't know, you have to go watch her videos on the DNA thing because I'm not good by explaining it, but it really made a lot of sense. Like the odds of really trying to figure out if a match is like a long shot kind of thing. And right when I heard when the FBI was involved in collecting everybody's DNA and not just like one person out of a family to get some DNA, they want the whole family. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. I just felt like that was a red flag. Especially because I do have doubts on how the government's been running everything there or everywhere else. So I do question stuff, and I don't think anything's wrong with that. I think it's healthy to question things. And she even goes into more detail because she did research on different things that they can use your DNA for. Hey, look how they're getting these factories, and they have DNA and cells and making chickens like our meats and stuff like that. It sounds so disgusting. I mean, if you want to eat it, go ahead. Everybody has free will. But you know what I mean? So who knows what they're doing, and I think the science is way ahead of what they tell us anyways. I think they've been way ahead of doing things before we even know about whatever they're working on. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. And so that is a question I have, is about the DNA, and why are they asking the whole families to ask for their DNA, and they're really pushing it too, and that's another sign, like, oh, and it's like that fire was so bad that anybody that perished, most of them is just ashes anyways. And that's even a less chance to find out about the DNA if it's ash. I don't, I don't remember what this lady said about the DNA about ash. I don't think it can really get a DNA from ash. It depends on how bad the ash is or something. I don't know. I don't really understand it, but I do question it. Like, why so much DNA from the whole family? So I'm a little leery about that, you know. And of course, we're all wondering too about the electrical company. I think it was a lot more than just the electrical company. I think there's a lot of different parts into this puzzle that had this fire happen. And yeah. So that's the question I was wondering about today, is the DNA. Yeah. I'm still kind of in shock over the whole thing. But I know the Maui people will be all right, and my thoughts and prayers are still with all of you. And I do want to say, too, my channel is very tiny, which is all right, but it's very tiny. But I still want to get the word out. Please be careful on who you donate your money to, if you donate any money to Maui. I don't trust the Red Cross of everything I've been hearing about people on the ground there. And FEMA, actually. They're not getting the help that they should be getting. It's very little, if any. The main newscast people, they don't talk about that. They make it look good, but trust me, the Maui people are suffering. They're not getting the help that they should be getting. And that's from people on the ground. Let's see. Then the other channel I like to listen to is talking about being on the ground. I think his name is Eric West, and he has a channel, and it's Hawaii real estate. Okay, he's a real estate agent on Maui, and he's been there for a lot of years, and he knows the properties very well, and people know him. He has a good relationship with a lot of the Maui people, and he's right there. Just like the other day, they had a small fire that broke out near where he lived. They took care of it though, thank God. So I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird that this fire just started right like in a field, pretty close to people's homes. But yeah, they just put up new telephone pole, like electrical poles up and everything. So they were solid. There was none that was, broken or laying in the road to cause a fire, nothing like that. So where did this fire, start from? So that's questions too, But yeah, check out his channel because he has a lot of information, and he actually does interviews with people on the ground, and then you can donate right to them people. And they're trying to raise money. He even came up with this new idea, which I think is great, to donate to a program that he's trying to get going to save Lahaina, in the sense of donating to help people pay off their mortgages. Because see, that's one way the government can get them, by taking their land, because even if the fire happened and they lost their homes, they still got to pay their mortgage, and they got to pay their taxes on it. And if they can't, then they can take the land. And I think that's what they're hoping for. So I'm so happy that Eric is coming up with this plan to try to help the people with their mortgages. I can't even imagine being in that situation where you have to pay your car payment, your taxes, your mortgage, and you don't even have a freaking job. And this isn't going to take people. And then that's the other thing. Then they're staying in hotels for a little while. everybody is unsure. It's so weird, like everything's so mixed up. People don't know if they're coming or going because the information from the government don't really get out there to really give them answers. They're not even sure how long they could stay in these hotels. They don't know if it's going to be a month or even longer. But this is going to take months, if not years, right? For anybody to even get a job in that area. So, I just hope the people on Maui really plan the long run. Like, don't expect to have a job in a month or two, you know what I mean? That's why my heart breaks for them, because I really believe a lot of them are going to have to just move off Maui or move far, like on the other side of Maui, not in Lahaina, and I think everybody is still in shock, and they're not thinking that way. They're thinking like everything kind of going to be going back to normal and they can rebuild. This is going to take a long time, but especially if the government is involved in all this stuff, that they're going to drag their feet and they're going to fight. So it's going to take a lot longer than even normal. So I don't know. Like I said, my prayers go out to everybody on Maui. And if you can, try to share this video, because I really want the word to get out there that the people on Maui is not being treated right, and they're really suffering a lot more than the mainstream media is explaining. And they got such a long road ahead of them, never mind trying to find somewhere to live, or make sure they got food, or try to get a job somewhere somehow. Then they got to fight the government too to try to keep their land. It's so unfair. And then losing loved ones and losing pets and whew. Wow. So anyways, I just wish people will donate to the right agencies and just get the message out there so people really know what's going on, because what's going on there is coming here to the mainland. Don't kid yourself. It's been happening where they've been rolling and rolling and rolling, and to roll right over us, like they did in Maui. So please, if you know of anybody, just bring up that subject or share my video. Let them know that the people are really hurting. And like I said, it's not going to just happen there. It's happening here too on the mainland. So if our neighbors are in hell, we're going to be in hell too. And I know God is going to do right by us. You always feel pain before the truth is really to come out. You feel pain. It's like the darkness, okay? Like right now over Maui, it's the darkness, but the sun will shine again, just like on the mainland, okay? We're going to have some dark days, but the sun will shine again. So remember that, okay? Because God is in our pocket. Okay? I love all of you. And if you can't donate to Maui, that's fine. Don't feel guilty, okay? Just give them a prayer. Okay, that helps too. Prayer is really powerful, okay? More powerful than any freaking fire or any bad energies out there, let's say. Okay, so I love you all. So please, pass that white light forward, and please, pray for Maui. Thank you. Pray for all of us. God bless you all. See you in the next video. Take care.